From that, I'm going to jump right into our listener experience of the day. It comes to us from our friend John. John's title is Aliens in the Bedroom.
That's never a good title.
No.
Ever.
John says, "Hey guys, just want to start by saying I'm loving the pod. I've went back and started listening from the beginning. Currently I'm on episode 54. It's crazy. That's like 200 episodes ago.
I know.
That's nuts. Anyway, I grew up in southern Illinois in a little town called Carmi. I've always had an interest in UFOs and that sort of stuff. Back then in the late 90s, probably around 98, I had an experience in the house I was living in. I was probably around 19 years old then, so I was still living with my parents. Now let me tell you, this house was creepy. An old 2-story farmhouse. There are several experiences that I had there, not just me, but others also. But the story I'm about to tell you is just one of few. So the house was next to a small town airport. Nothing bigger than a Cessna could land around there. Well, this said airport had a light, kind of like a lighthouse. The light would rotate and let the planes know where it was at. Anyway, I had the far upstairs bedroom, furthest away from the light, and it would brighten up my room if I left the door to my room open. I rarely left the door open because the light annoyed me, and my little brother was in the room connecting to mine. So at night, I always had the door closed. There would be a little bit of light under the door, but nothing to light up my room. So one night, I was asleep, and all of a sudden I woke up, which is not unusual for me, but this time when I woke up, I was not alone. When I opened my eyes, there were 4 to 5 beings standing around my bed, encircling me. I froze. I did not know what to do. I just looked at them for a bit, and they were staring at me. The thing is, they all had the same face. Hell, come to think of it, maybe it wasn't bad that I woke up, or maybe it wasn't a bed that I woke up in, but it seemed like it was. That's fucking terrible.
It's disgusting.
They didn't make any sound, talk, or anything. They just looked at me like they were studying me. Once I finally came to my senses, all I could do was take the covers and pull them over my head. Next thing I know, it was the morning. The next day I got up and started talking to my little brother and asked if he'd seen anything that night. He said that at one point in the night, he was woken up by a bright light coming out from underneath my door. He said it lit up his room. I have no clue what happened that night. Could it have been aliens, or was it just a product from all the creepy things, which I will email more stories later, that the house had to offer? Well, I hope you enjoyed the story. Please, if you have any questions, just reach out to me and I'll be happy to answer anything. Thanks for all the awesome entertainment you provide with your pod. Thanks, John. Bro. First off, thanks for submitting your encounter. We definitely appreciate it that you use our pod as the platform to get your story out. Secondly, you took the words right out of my mouth when you said that they were all encircling your bed, when you said maybe I'm not in my bed at all. That makes your heart stop a little bit.
Absolutely.
Because that is absolutely awful.
He did use the same tactic that I used with my encounter.
Dude, I love it.
Pulling the cover up over your head. And you're like, fuck this. I'm out of here.
Yep.
It's so weird how like your little kid brain will assess that situation like that too.
And when you're that small, covers and pillows are like impenetrable.
Yeah.
I always
you ain't fucking with me. I'm under the covers, son.
I always had like this used to be the pod room here used to be my bedroom when I was little, and I had bunk beds. I didn't share them with anyone. I just had double bunk beds, and I'd always I was so innately terrified of aliens. I still blame it on Fire in the Sky, but maybe something deeper was going on. I'm not sure, but I would take a bunch of pillows and blankets, and I would just fort in the bottom bed of the bunk bed. And in my brain, that was enough. Like,
so you stayed on the bottom bunk?
Fuck yes, I did.
Right on, right on.
Because I could fort myself in, and then they wouldn't bother me. Like, for some reason, they couldn't get through the blankets, or maybe they wouldn't see me.
But you'd still be scared as fuck because you didn't know it was on the other side of the wall.
Yes. I remember being like 6 or 7 years old, and I would lay in here, and I would cough and cough and cough till my mom would get up to check on me because I was too scared just to get up and go in her bedroom. But
I just had something in my throat, Mom. That's all.
Yeah, I'm not feeling real great.
Yeah.
But I am definitely curious as to more of your encounters and such. And maybe we can reach out and book an interview so we can go over the whole thing. I think it'd be really beneficial for the Holo Cult to hear it like from your point of view instead of me just reading it, I guess. So we'll probably reach out and get in touch to hear more about your stories. It's creepy, man. Fuck aliens.
It's definitely creepy.
Well, with aliens, man. I know they're a hot talking point right now.
It's weird how he like didn't get ultra scared seeing all 5 of them there, or 4 or whatever many there was. And the fact that they had the same face is
That's
just
weird too.
really creepy.
Yeah.
It reminds you of your typical like gray encounter.
Yeah. And
It's
then
gross.
once he attributed it to maybe being inside a craft, possibly on examining tables, what I took it as.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is disgusting.
Yeah. Yes.
Disgusting. But hey, aliens are a hot topic. And like I told you,